We are Storpool, one of the sponsors, and we have this, tiny slot here. We're not going to take too much of your time. We decided to use that for an update because a lot of you guys, we've spoken to you guys before, and here's what happened for us as a company during the last year. First, what it is, it's a very fast, highly efficient block storage system used in public and private clouds. It's mostly used by hosting companies, MSPs, and cloud operators, mostly with the KVM hypervisor, and mostly with at least one copy on SSD media, so in the higher performance tier of things. When I say mostly, all of these statements have some exception here and there. So there are private clouds, there are hard drive only systems, there are other things. It's delivered as software, so we're not a hardware vendor. We don't want to sell you a box, right? So if you don't like our software, you move to the other thing, to the next thing, and you're happy. And we have this monthly metered license option, which some people like. We have end-to-end data integrity, which most storage systems don't have, which means that when you give us data to store, we ensure that that's the data you get back and nothing else. Like extremely highly performant. It has a deep integration with OpenNebula, but also with other cloud management systems. We are mostly in the KVM stack, so anything you would use to manage KVM, we probably have an integration with it, right? Some data reduction features like thin provisioning and zeros detection and clones, storage QoS, and the last point I think is kind of important. It's very operationally conformant, meaning in service everything. You need to add a storage node, that's in service. You need to upgrade the software, that's in service. You don't stop the VMs to perform any operational things on the system. How does it look like? People build systems out of standalone storage nodes. People use Storpool, our customers use Storpool in hyper-converged environments with very dense hypervisors, with say half a terabyte of RAM per hypervisor. Where Storpool would take just 1 or 2 CPU cores out of that hypervisor. Well, there is also hard drive-based systems, and people use Storpool on storage nodes like these, which have about, say, 40 terabytes of usable space, with 3 copies in different nodes, obviously. Something our customers have told us numerous times is that they like the deployment flexibility of Storpool, so we don't force them into a particular deployment model. If they like hyperconvergence, they go the hyperconverged way. If they like standalone storage nodes, they go the standalone storage node way. And onto the updates. We've grown about 4 times in terms of deployed capacity over the last year. Our team hasn't grown at all. So we've managed to, without becoming too busy, we've managed to support 4 times larger deployed base. How did we do that? Through automation, monitoring, basically making machines do the work that people have done before. We've added a bunch of stuff. A lot of the work we've done in the last year has been on scalability and performance improvements. Our largest clusters at the moment are upwards from a petabyte, so more than a petabyte of data. We've improved our tools, which I mentioned, so we're still the same team, but we support a lot more. We've added multi-site capabilities, like sending snapshots between sites for backup and DR. We've added iSCSI, or this is actually in the next release, so very soon now. And we've added RDMA support, and we are adding IP support now. And we have one of the best, we think, OpenNebula storage driver, which we believe is an inspiration for how OpenNebula storage drivers should be. And we also contribute a bit to the OpenNebula core in terms of fixing things here and there. So it's mostly maintenance, but there's some kind of minor architectural tweaks. And thank you. Please come by our booth. We have cookies. We actually have T-shirts and drones, but I think we have cookies sounded better, so I put that in. Well, thank you.